Hello Virgos, it is AD with Kayxztarot Tarot, and I'm going to be doing your December 2019 reading. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome back. If you're old, welcome, welcome. If you are new, and we are so happy to have you here as we grow and expand. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Also, check out that description box below on information on how to book a personal reading with me. Please shoot me an email if that interest you guys. And yeah, let's just hop straight into it. Oh yes, and please follow me on Instagram. I am going to be doing December Christmas giveaways, so follow me over on Instagram because I'm kicking it up in December. Okay, all right, let's get into it. And that's also in the description box. So let's see what's going on with our Virgos. All right, Virgos, so ooh, we have Queen of Cups, Ace of Swords, and the Seven of Wands here. And right off the rip, I'm getting that there's been some sort of aha moment about particularly moving forward, about something that's been very difficult. Difficult with the Seven of Wands here, but I'm seeing clarity. All right, yeah, that's what I'm getting. I'm getting with the Ace of Swords and the Seven of Wands here. There is a cutting through of a certain situation that felt like was blocking you, especially with the Queen of Cups. So this has to deal with your emotions, your maturity, your just kindness and compassion. And for a lot of you, I'm sensing a lot of patience. You had to learn how to put yourself in someone else's shoes in order to see the situation. And once you were able to fully do that and release, I think that it's become a lot more, yeah, even, okay, with the Justice card here in balance. So we also have the Eight of Swords. Okay, two eights, the Eight of Swords and the Eight of Wands. So this is, again, this is all about moving forward for something that is for you with this Justice card. This is something that was earned karmically through paying your karmic debts, through learning how to be patient. My goodness, the Seven of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, just learning how to be patient in order to get things to move forward. But we went from Seven of Wands to the Eight of Wands, and that in and of itself demonstrates some movement and charging forward, okay? And this is something with work, okay? I'm getting Capricorn energy too. So we have the Death, the Nine of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, and the Ten of Wands, okay? So I'm really getting with that combination that this has been a long time coming. You've certainly fought for this balance to come into your life, but it's transforming. You're finally able to release some of the burdens that you've had, all right, and that defensive and guarded energy. You've gotten to the end with the 9 here. That's almost completion to the 10 of Wands, right? So you completed this really tough cycle, and I think that it's moving forward. Oh, wow, that's crazy. So 7, 8, 9 to 10. So those last final stages of that wand energy, of just feeling burden, of feeling like, oh my gosh, I'm going through mud, I'm moving through molasses. I really see it ending and balancing out, okay? And this is just on a lot of fronts of stability. Whatever brings you peace, Virgo, with all this Pentacle energy here, whatever it is that brings you peace, that is what is happening. If it's work, cool. If it's a relationship, for most of you it's work, but for some of you, if it's a relationship, I see a very stable energy coming in, particularly somebody who is a fellow earth sign. I'm getting heavy Capricorn here. If this is a relationship for you, but I do see a lot of victory. I see coming out of the fog and feeling like you're on top. 5 of Cups just came out. So there's a sadness here, a regret, but I feel like that's kind of in the past. You're starting to see the 2 of Cups that are behind the 5 of Cups here. All right, the 2 of Cups here to the King of Cups. And for some of you, could be dealing with a Cancer. For some of you, there is a divine masculine energy that wants to return back, all right? They've had some time to sit and think about their energy. You you certainly cut them off, all right? And maybe you guys were friends. So this is another part of the reading, guys. I was like, I'm just picking, and then whatever comes up, that's what I say. So if you're like, what happened? Where did this come from? This is just another energy. The Queen of Swords, yeah, the Queen of Swords to the 3 of Cups here. I'm getting that there was certainly maybe even a third-party situation, but for a lot of you, I think that it was just the third-party situation could have been work, you know, with this other person. But for whatever reason, you decided to cut this person off, and now this King of Cups, particularly somebody with Cancer in their chart, and I'm getting a strong feeling that they're like a Cancer Moon or a Cancer Venus or Cancer Mars. I'm not getting that they're a Cancer Sun for whatever reason, but they're very, very sensitive, and maybe they didn't let on to that. They might be like an air an air sun and then like a Cancer moon or something, so they give off this really cool kind of aloof, I'm too chill for feelings, but they've really been in their head about how do they come back, how do they apologize truly, because once you cut it off due to miscommunication, due to, you know, this person just stressing you out, and you were like, I don't have to stress, I'm not pressed, I don't have to stress, I'm moving on, I'm cutting the situation out, and you move forward. Now they've had time to really sit and think about exactly what they've done, exactly what they did, and now they're feeling like, oh man, I feel like I should come back and try to work with this person. I see what they were saying. I was being very self-centered, the Emperor here. I was being very controlling and dominant. I was not listening to their needs. But at the time, I'm just getting this energy where they kind of shrugged it off, where they pretended like they didn't care. Page of Pentacles. So there is a new stable beginning. All right. And I think it's because, Virgo, this is your energy here. It's just because you've learned to stand on your own 2 feet. I think that, to the King of Pentacles, I think that this person is attracted to you because you really demonstrated that you don't need them, and you barely want them. You barely want them. You don't need them. And now that you're moving forward with your career, which was alluded to at the beginning, you really don't, you're really not pressed over it, okay? And so, yeah, the 4 of Pentacles, the 2 of Wands, and the King of Wands. I feel like somebody now is in a situation where they're trying to hold back their passions. I'm getting a lot of Earth energy too, guys, with this King of Pentacles here. But you've been able to do both alone, and that's put them in such a sticky situation because this person is very used to being needed, and they've never been told, I don't need you, before. Not only do I not need you, I'm not checking for you, I'm not pressed for you, I don't care. The Hierophant, all right, could be connecting with some sort of Taurus. Ooh. Okay. All right, so we have the Tower, the Hangman, and the Fool card. And this to me is just, again, alluding to, in everything, I feel like love is being addressed here. I feel like career is being addressed here because that's what this is. All these 3 major arcana cards. I feel like this is a life shift that's happening with the Tower here. This is like a happy Tower moment. It's a miracle in disguise. It's a miracle that loosens you up from the bounds of being in that hangman position, only seeing, not necessarily doom and gloom, but only seeing obstacles in the way. Now you finally get to move past that, Virgo, with the Fool card and leap towards your new chapter, your new beginning. You're at the very beginning of a new cycle, and I feel like if this, there's a love connection and stuff here too, for work and love, you're just ready to, if people decide to join you, sure, but if not, you're really not pressed. 4 of Swords here. You're minding your own business. You've taken a rest for yourself. You understand what it is to mind your own business and just be doing your own thing, not being involved in everybody else's shenanigans, not trying to help, not trying to overstep, just doing what you can do for a situation and then leaving the rest to God. And I feel like there's just been such a release that's come from that clarity. And this newfound faith that you get to stand on because of what's happened these past couple of months, years, decades, right? So we have the 7 of Swords to the 10 of Pentacles. That to me has to, I was like, there is something hidden here. For sure. There's something hidden here, the High Priestess and the 7 of Swords. But it's a hidden happiness. It's a hidden abundance. Some of you guys could come into money or get some sort of pay raise that you just end up keeping to yourself. Not that you keep it to yourself and you're not sharing, but just you don't broadcast it. So yeah, we have the 4 of Wands to the Lovers card. There could possibly be a union. There could be a secret affair that comes in, guys. It comes in for you. And if this is a secret affair, I do feel like this is outside of the person who's coming back to try to apologize. I really feel like the person who's coming back that I read for earlier, I don't think that you're going to entertain it. I feel like you've moved on from the situation. I think that they're going to be consistent as far as trying to really get your attention because they still feel like they can, because they're very clear on how they messed up. They're very clear on what they did, the things that they did, but more importantly, the things that they didn't do. So now they're thinking okay, if I just do the things that I didn't do, then the relationship will be much easier, but it's a little too late. It's kind of the energy that I'm getting. So you will be entertaining that person for what it's worth. Maybe a few dinners here, a few rendezvous there or whatever, but I don't see you actually stepping back into that relationship. because I do see something completely new coming in once you start this new chapter. For some of you guys, you literally could be exiting a situation, moving, traveling. Look, yeah, there's just an ending here. There's a really, I'm hearing hard out. There's a hard out that a lot of you guys have. And because of that, once that date hits, because you're moving, you're relocating, whatever, everything that's been left in the past is truly in the past. You've really moved on from it physically, emotionally, mentally, and spiritually. All right, and then we have the Nine of Cups to wish fulfillment, okay? To the Five of Pentacles. So there could be some sort of settlement that comes in, or pay increase that comes in. Yeah. I'm just getting some of you guys getting at the top of your game, the Queen of Wands. A lot of you are going to be at the top of your game. Whatever, and this could be for what you went to school for. You finally get that job that really marries your education, or you start that business. Excuse me, you really start that business, that career. And it just starts taking off. You're just in your element. You're in your mode. And I feel like that's why, A, you're attracting enlightenment. A, you're attracting clarity. You're attracting people who are also clear. You know, I just heard the going clear, the Scientology thing. But people who are also very clear on what they want and how they want to be seen, and who they are and the actions that they take in order to get that. You're only going to be attracting people who operate in the same way that you do. All right. And it's just time. I feel, Virgos, a lot of you, I just heard it's time for you to put in work. Not that you haven't been putting in work, but it's time for you to put in work for yourself, something that you absolutely want to do. There could be a message that you could be receiving from a distance. Some of you guys could be traveling. All right. And there could just be a lot of options that come in. All right, so I got there's quite a few options for union. All right, Virgos, that's why this is really funny. December is going to be a pretty interesting month, Virgos, because it's like you're going to be stepping into a lot of new jobs and all that other stuff, and regaining. And then you're also going to be dealing with people trying to come into some sort of union with you, really wanting to be in a relationship, like taking it seriously. And this could be for somebody that you've talked to off and on for years, and whatever reason at this new time, maybe it was the full moon in Sagittarius that we just had, or the new moon in, I can't remember which one it was, I'm sorry, but maybe it was this last moon that we just had that charged this person to make a decision. So there's just people who are making decisions about you, but it's a few places. There's just like a few people who look at you and just like, that's my wife, I'm gonna get her, or that's my husband, I'm gonna get him, and period. But not everybody can win, you know what I'm saying? So we have Temperance in the Hermit card and the Four of Cups. And so again, a lot of offers coming in. Here's your energy here. It could be connecting with the Sagittarius. But for the most part, with the Temperance card in the middle, again, I feel a whole lot of options coming your way. A whole lot of people wanted to taking you on dates, wanting to communicate, talk to you, be very clear about what they want with you. And you're just kind of sitting, like you're just kind of sitting and letting them come through. I don't see you putting a whole bunch of energy into it, Virgo. But I see people trying to put energy and something else into you. Not gonna front with the Knight of Wands here. There's just a lot of passion. People just want you, and it's because you're truly chilling. Like, right? I was like, it's because you're focused on work. It's because the new work opportunities have come in. You finally feel like, for a lot of you, and I know I've done quite a few Virgo readings, and like for a lot of you guys, you're really going to be starting on that business that we talked about, and you're going to do it, right? You're going to start on this business, so your focus and energy is going to be there. How do I make money? How do I concentrate? And then all these people are going to be coming in again. I think it was like flies. These people are going to be buzzing around trying to come in and get a piece, and it's because you really don't care. The Strength card, the Two of Wands, I can do it on my own. I can do it on my own. I don't necessarily have to have anybody help me. I was like, as long as I'm cool in my career, I really don't need any of the stuff that you're going on. But I do see a lot of you guys just kind of breaking it and having fun, right? So we have the Ten of Swords here. I think with that Ten of Swords, a lot of you have learned that not everybody operates at the same frequency that you do, and there's nothing wrong with that. You just understand that that's not for me. So I see you guys being able to put the right categories on the right relationships instead of trying to take the person and make it fit into the way that you wanted it to be. I see a lot of you are just being like, this is just friends with benefits truly means friends with benefits. It does not mean that there's an opportunity for a long-term relationship. There is no long-term relationship, period. I'm not going to try to force it. I'm not going to try to trick them. I'm not going to try to see where they're going. Maybe if we date a little bit, they're changing their mind. No, you don't care. You don't care. It is what it is. It's kind of what I'm getting. And then we have the Ace of Wands. Woo! The World card, the Ace of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. That's why I'm like, there's just a lot of love offers coming in from all around the world, from all over the place, every which way, all directions, all walks of life. People are coming back and returning and wanting to offer you balance. And you're going to have to, you know, choose between the two. But I feel like this is really a fun energy, a really lighthearted December, end of the year energy. I'm not getting any sense of being overwhelmed with it, just again, because you're so focused on your work. All this is background noise. Look at this. The Queen of Pentacles, the Empress, the Judgment card, the Magician. I absolutely love it. Like, you're just so focused on your divine feminine energy, even if you're in a masculine, but you're so focused on your energy here. I love this. The Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. And revealing it. You know what you want to do now. You're very clear. You know where your purpose lies. The Judgment cards, you realize exactly who you are, what you're supposed to do, where you want to go, how you want to invest your time, how you want to invest your resources, who you want to spend time with, when you want to spend time with them. All of those things are very, 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 very clear. And because of that, you're able to truly manifest this entire next chapter of your life with ease, with ease. Because at the end of the day, you know that it's not going to fall out of the sky, and you're willing to put in whatever it takes. The work that you're willing to do for other people, you now realize that it pays off so much more and so much better in the long run when you are working for yourself. So you're taking that leap. Yeah, we have the Six of Cups here to the Star card. And the Page of Wands. And I was about to say, for some of you guys, this is from childhood. This is like a childhood lesson. How quickly, not how quickly, but this journey that you've taken in order to get to this Queen of Pentacles and Empress energy. This is something that you've been battling with, learning how to say no, learning how to really appreciate what you bring to the table, accepting nothing less. The Strength card just came out again. The strength that you have, that you've built. This has been an ongoing battle and journey since childhood, but a lot of you guys are realizing that you've been lied to since you were a child. Like, a lot of you listen to your bullies, you know what I'm saying? Because then again, Virgos are critical, but they're more critical on themselves than they are of other people. And so I'm getting this energy of like people who were critical of you when you were younger. A lot of you kept it with you. A lot of you listened to the bullies. You're ugly. You're this. You're too smart. You're nerdy. You're geeky. Whatever. You're too tall. You're too short. Whatever it was that you were told, a lot of you kept it with you like this luggage. And you weren't really aware of how much it guided your decisions. Now, for the first time in a long time, and for some of you ever since childhood, you guys are recognizing that all of those were lies. You're a beautiful, gorgeous creature. You're more than capable to achieve anything that you put your mind and heart and soul to. And you don't have to put up with a whole bunch of bullshit because these people are ridiculous. And once you were able to kind of get that, you don't have to bend over backwards. It's people who need to elevate themselves to meet you, not the other way around. Nothing was wrong with you. You were fine the entire times. And of course, everybody has their isms and their quirks, and you know, the things that we need to work on, every single one of us. But you realize the ones that you were really beating yourself up are not the case. And so I'm just getting like this really strong, I was about to say this really strong healing energy, the Three of Swords to the Knight of Cups. And I think that's apologies coming in from other people, but just an apology coming into your younger self by being like, you know, I'm so sorry that I allowed you to listen to that noise, because that's all it was. And now here I am 20 years later, 30 years later, 40 years later, for some of you 50, 60, doesn't matter. And I'm recognizing that you were perfect and delightful the entire time. It was people who didn't understand who you were, what you brought to the table. It was the divine masculine who couldn't handle a mature relationship, who couldn't handle being loved in that way. And that's fine. I don't have to change myself anymore to accommodate for anything other than making my money. Yep. Wheel of Fortune to the Three of Wands. I'm moving forward with blessings and clarity and insight and love and harmony. All right, the 3 of Wands. I love this combination. This is everything is moving forward. I'm seeing peanut butter, smooth like peanut butter, because that's just what it is. Once this final transitions happen, and it wasn't that way. The Hangman was there. I was like, we haven't seen the devil yet, and of course here he is. I was like, where's the devil? But there have been some hang-ups, you know, quite literally hang-ups, obstacles in the way. I really feel like after this last little thing comes over about mid-December, my friends, you guys are going to be feeling so much more comfortable about where you are headed in your living, in your life. Because for some of you, it's no longer heading anywhere. You are where you want to be. You know, it's just growth. So we have the Devil card, the three of Pentacles, the 5 of Wands, the Moon card, and then at the bottom of the deck we have the 6 of Wands, which symbolizes victory. So there could honestly be some conflict that has been happening at work. With the Devil card here, a lot of competition that has weighed on your subconscious, but here you're coming out victorious. You're coming out on top. You are coming out on top, point blank period. That's it. And so it is, you know, it's kind of what I'm getting. But yeah, I was like, I know that this was kind of a wild ride, but to sum it up, yeah, this is just a really awesome time. December is really going to be a time of just genuinely moving forward into that next chapter of your life. And there's going to be a lot of people who are trying to get your attention from the past, and it's going to be up to you as to how long you take them. But from the end of December on to 2020, you're just going to be really focused on your work, really focused on, for a lot of you, building your own business. For some of you, stepping into your own, I'm seeing like client lists and all that other stuff, building websites, focusing on how can you truly capitalize on your talents and your worth. What are effective ways of doing that? Some of you guys will be coming into lump sums of money that you're probably going to be keeping a secret. So there's a lot happening in December, and I'm really getting there's so much positivity and clarity that you might not have felt in a very long time, Virgo. So congratulations. December is going to be an awesome year for you. I am going to do 2020 full reading, so stay tuned for that. And yes, before I let you go, I am going to pull some oracle cards, but please do not forget to check out that description box below and information on how to book a personal reading with me, and follow me on Instagram. Thank you so much for your continued support, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Oops. So you had quite a few come out. So you have Loyal Heart, Yin. I love this. I love this because that's the Empress again. Through the madness and the chaos of multiple people coming to float your boat, if you will, there is a viable candidate. And I do want to express that because I think I touched on it, but I didn't explore it. There is a viable candidate in that, because I remember the 4 of Wands with some card. But you're going to find somebody who's equal and who's loyal, where you both want the same things. But it's just going to come at the cost of releasing all these other energies. But you're not mad at that. Like, this is nothing but spring cleaning for you, okay? So you have To the Sea, Peace, and Regeneration, okay? So that's what I was saying. You're learning how to let a lot of things go. To the sea, casting it to the sea, those childhood traumas, those lies that we tell ourselves as we're growing up. I mean, you're finding this inner peace and calmness, and because of that, you're coming back so much stronger with this regeneration here. That Scorpionic card right at the tail end of November in Scorpio season, being able to transform yourself, being able to transform your situation, but most importantly, your relationship with yourself and how you speak to yourself and how you love on yourself has changed a lot. Which is healthy. It's healthy, to say the least, okay? So here we got, interesting, Wolf, Pathfinder. Release your past and start a new journey. You are a teacher and help others find their way. There will be challenges, but your soul is strong. Perseverance is your secret power. You have a love that endures. Oh my gosh, I couldn't have said it better myself, okay? Release the past and start a new journey. And some of you really are. And it's been triggered by conflicts and confrontation and changes in your work environment and who you're working with. But it's awesome because it just sparked this new beginning where you really learned how to appreciate your divine femininity. Okay? And because of that, you're just going to be attracting so many people. I can't. It's going to be so annoying, Virgo. Like, I guess that's why the cards just want me to stress it, because, like, you're going to be like, leave me alone. Leave me alone. And I get it, but, like, you're like, you had what? When it rains, it pours. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, you had years of me being single, and now you decide to act right because I really don't care anymore. And the answer is yes. That's exactly what's happening, Virgo. You're not going crazy, all right? So that is what I got for you. Thank you so much for your continued support, and peace, Virgos. Until next time.